Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 2024. And I'll do the reading for you, then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. Well, that's most of your reading. Nah, not most of your reading, but it's quite a few cards. Okay. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Pentacles. Who got that? I believe Libra, if I'm not mistaken, but pretty slow and steady kind of an energy, a good one. It doesn't feel like it's slow, just that's kind of how I like to call it in terms of it's pretty grounded, pretty stable, you know, but it looks good moving forward here within a situation. Starting off the reading, you get the King of Cups crossed by the Three of Swords. There seems to be a little bit of a heartbreak at play. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's here. In your focus, the Three of Wands. Do you miss someone? I don't know why I'm getting a sense of I miss someone. Maybe that's where the heartbreak is coming from. In the recent past, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there seems to be more openness in energy between you and another. And right now, it's kind of stagnant. It's kind of empty around here. And it could be that, yeah. You're missing them or something. All right, in your strength, the Chariot, you're kind of putting it out in the hands of the universe. You know, like whatever happens, happens. Which I'm like, what? You, Gemini? Really? Impressive. How? Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to question it. I'm going to take it for what it is. Good for you if you're doing that. But it looks good. In the immediate future, the Page of Pentacles, you are learning a lot as you go from this experience, and you've already learned a lot. I mean, that's a big one right there, you know, putting it in the hands of the universe. Who does that? Most people don't. They're like, no, I want to be in charge. Well, that's where the problem comes in. Supporting this reading, the Four of Cups. Yeah, you are a little bit upset. There's something here that's not sitting well with you at all. In the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Ace of Pentacles, you are surrounded by energies of a brand new beginning, actually. In your hopes and fears, the Eight of Swords, you're hoping not to get on the path of overthinking and overanalyzing and messing this up massively by just being in your head about it all the time. Or you're scared of that. Well, yeah, I think you're kind of scared of that. Like, what if I go crazy on this one? In the potential outcome, the Two of Cups. Okay, looks like things are heading in a good direction there by the looks of it. Let's clarify. Let me do the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Swords, the Star, the Five of Swords. You're rushing. You know how they say, enjoy the journey, you know. I mean, enjoying the journey of getting a cat or dog? I think it's a cat. Hair from my mouth. Enjoy the journey, and Gemini replies with, but I want to get to the destination faster because, you know, I got stuff to do. Yeah, that's where you're at with this one. It feels like you're aiming for something here. You have a destination in your mind, and you're like, well, are we there yet? No, you're not there yet, so you might as well enjoy the journey, you know? It's a pretty deceptive energy because that tells me you're lacking patience through this process a lot, but also quite human at times. Let's do the King of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. There's someone here that you may consider to be your equal, energetically speaking at least. I'm not sure how this pans out in the physical, you know, what the dynamic is here. I'm not sure who they are to you, who you think they are to you, and who they think they are to you. Because those could be very, very different from one to another. But there is a sense of them not being here. There's a sense of space between the two of you. Let me do the Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just the distancing part is creating a sense of missing them and missing them and missing them even more and missing them even more. It's also very painful, but there's just, oh man, I don't think I've ever gotten such a missing aspect to a reading in a very long time, if ever. This is pretty strong here of, yes, heartbreak on one hand, but missing them a lot on the other. Let's do the Three of Wands in your focus, the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Wands in the past. So things were definitely a lot more smoother, a lot more back and forth, possibly more openness. And it's like that part over there, that's where you miss. That's what you miss. Because for some reason things changed, or there's just this separation here right now. Something happened. Let me do the Eight of Wands in the recent past. The Chariot, the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands. Yeah, things were more tied up energetically there. That tells me that physically, that's a possibility too. Of things being more, you know, closer, like maybe you were hanging out a lot, maybe, who knows what the situation is, but not as of right now. Right now there seems to be a distance at play. Let me do the Chariot in your strength. I'm amazed by this energy. You're kind of blowing me away with putting it in the hands of the universe there. For the Chariot, you get the Hangman, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Did Blue just move the camera? Yes, he did. He's such an Oompa Loompa. Yeah, you are actually putting it in the hands of the universe because you've done so much work on yourself that you're aware that you can't change shit. You know, you can't control what they're going to do, if they're going to respond, are they going to respond, do they love you? You don't know. You got to put it out there and trust that, okay, you know what? Let's see all of that. Instead of trying to make it happen. All of it. You know what I mean? So you've definitely improved in the sense of trusting. Let me do the Page of Pentacles in the immediate future, the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the Empress. Ooh. Who is this to you? There's someone. There's someone. They're quite the someone. Quite the someone, and they're teaching you a lot of things. And I feel like you're starting to acknowledge that, like, yeah, I'm learning a lot of shit through this situation right here that I'm experiencing with this person. And it's not that you're learning. I feel like you've already learned before you even met them. You're putting shit into practice here, and it's starting to show up. You're starting to integrate what you've learned, possibly even before you met them. Yes, they're teaching you this, that, and the other. But you're like, let's say, before then, you started to work on yourself, to grow, to heal. And whatever's going on with them, you're bringing all of that in. And you're putting it into practice. You know, so that's where this is at in terms of the recognition of this connection and how much it's teaching you. It's teaching you to put it all into practice. Let's do the Four of Cups in the supportive energies, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. There's still fear though. It's like this space that I see here, whether that's a physical space or I'm not sure how to interpret this break, because it's basically a break. I don't feel like it's a determined ending to the situation. I don't think so. I don't see it like that. I see it as a break. Now, how big and small, I don't know, but a break nonetheless. But this gives you plenty of time to fall into low vibration energies here and to fall into your fears and your insecurities and things like that. So, of course, the situation is teaching you how to bring all that you've learned about yourself and all that you've healed within yourself to bring that to the surface, especially during this time of this distance that's at play. For some reason, fear is showing up strong here, that you may lose this completely, and you're pretty stubborn in terms of hanging on to that fear. So even though you're doing a great job with trusting the universe, trusting the outcome of this, you're also pretty stubborn to go in the opposite direction of that in terms of, but I'm fearful that I'm going to lose it. Well, you just told me you trusted that it's going to go wherever it needs to go. Yeah, but I'm still scared. Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. It's quite the opposite extremes here, though. Only you can go to these extremes and make it look like it's normal. What? Feeling this and this at the same time? Normal. Okay. Let's do the Ace of Pentacles in the hidden energies, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. You're not budging here. There's an energy of a brand new beginning that's right in front of you, and you see it, and you're like, I'm not going anywhere until I take care of this. You know, or in other words, I'm not going anywhere if they're not coming with me, or something like that. But it's for you. It's for you. It's your journey. It's your path. If they choose to join you, they'll join you. Remember, trust. You're trusting that that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's, you got a point there. And then you come in with the fear saying, oh, I got to wait for them. But it's for you. You got the Nine of Pentacles here. That's just you on your own journey. And again, trusting that, yeah, they'll come over. They'll find you. If they're meant to, they'll find you. It's not like you're not going anywhere really, but you kind of are. Anyways, for the Eight of Swords, in your hopes and fears, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, the Two of Cups. Somewhere within you, there's this part, this massive part of knowing that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to turn out in the way that it should for not only you, but them and the both of you. You trust. What is this theme of trusting? And then I see all of these energies coming into play that are going completely against that. And it's like, how do you trust? I don't know. First you tell me you trust, then you tell me you're scared that you're going to lose this. Then you tell me you trust again, you know, but at a deep, deep sense of you, you trust again. And then you tell me you're waiting for them because, you know, what if they come over and they don't find you? And I don't know, man. It's so twisted. It's not even funny. And I believe you in all of these. As you show me these energies one after another, and as they go from one extreme to another, I believe these energies. And then I remember what it's like to deal with the Gemini. It's like, yes, I'm going to go from one. It's hard to keep up with you guys. I'm not going to lie. It's also quite, from my perspective and from my experience with Geminis, it's also quite fascinating for me. And it's intriguing. It's like, where they're at, where are they at next? What's next? But I'm not even finished saying next because you're at the next. And it's like, okay, I got to keep up. So it's quite the race with you guys. But it's interesting how you're taking me through the reading from that perspective of, I trust, I'm fearful, I trust, I'm fearful. But in between those two, so you're not switching much. You're not taking me on a bigger ride than this one. Yeah, I find you the most challenging sign to deal with, but in a captivating way. It's not from, oh, you suck. Not at all. You're quite the interesting taboo to me. That I'm always fascinated by, because it's like, you're always keeping me plugged in. It's like, okay, I gotta keep up all the time. You never give me a fucking break. And I love that. For the Two of Cups, in the potential outcome, you get the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Okay, look, as long as you're gonna pursue some sort of a goal here and some sort of, this is what I want out of the situation, I'm gonna keep focusing on it and we'll see what happens, and then trusting along the way, you should be fine. Yes, there's some stressing along the way. Yeah, it's not an easy path. Like every goal pursuit, it's not easy. It's not gonna be easy, you know? But as long as you're gonna keep positive and trusting that everything's gonna fall into place, and that, you know, you can't force for anything to happen here. You just got to trust that if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. You're going to be fine. You still carry that pain with you even there through the almost the end of this goal that you have towards this. So you might as well start working through that pain here, because I don't know what kind of a pain. I mean, it's coming from this distance, this sense of distance or separation, whatever's at play here. But this is just kind of bringing it up for you. The pain is there from someplace else. This is just kind of triggering it. So it's still there with you along the way, which is not nice, because it doesn't look pretty. But yeah, you might as well start working on that pain that's being revealed through this missing them part. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. The Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. I mean, this is someone that you're looking at from the perspective of, oh my God. And from multiple angles. It's almost like I'm not going to say you're worshiping them or idolizing them. No, it doesn't come in like that. It's leaning towards that direction. But it's not that. It's not, okay, you're not. I don't think you built them a pedestal or anything. But they do carry quite the significance, quite the importance for you. It's just things are a little bit at a break right now for some reason, so. And that's kind of creating all of this. I trust, I'm fearful. I trust, I'm fearful. But anyways, let's do Into the Lonely Woods Oracle. You get the Lonesome Gardener. Number 5. Oh, there's a spider there. Oh, nice. Okay. You are learning the joy of tending to something wild until it can become something giving and warm, just as you are now. Your care and attention have given something new the space to grow and become abundant. This is now reflected in your soul. Look within and see how what you helped nurture in the world is now grown within you. Where once all felt barren and unknown, there is fertility and connection. You turned away from the voice of the world and listened instead to the wisdom of the growing world. Because of that, all is blossoming and rich and verdant once again. You have made the wasteland a paradise. You have sown the seeds from which blessings can now come forth. Pretty cool. But yeah, I see that in this trust. But then you take it away with, I'm scared. Yeah, interesting reading. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.